came as a relief when reports emerged that Hamas has accepted the truce deal with Israel. However, soon, Israel rejected it, saying that it's not okay with it. Things are back to where they were. Now the war rages on, with civilians dying and thousands being displaced in Rafah as we speak. Let's get to the latest update on Israel's Rafah attack and why Netanyahu did not accept the truce deal. Despite global warnings, Israeli tanks have taken control of the Rafah crossing aid route. This is the Palestinian side of the Rafah crossing, a vital entry point for food, fuel and medicine aid to Gaza or the Egyptian border. According to latest reports, there's no movement at this crossing. Now, what was the three-phase deal that Hamas agreed to? A 42-day ceasefire period. Hamas freeing 33 Israeli hostages, alive or dead, in return for Israel releasing 30 children and women for each released Israeli hostage. Starting from the first day of the ceasefire, the entry of sufficient humanitarian aid, relief material and fuel. Hamas will release 3 Israeli hostages on the third day of the agreement and then release 3 more hostages every 7 days. In the 6th week, Hamas will release all remaining civilian hostages covered by this phase. In exchange, Israel will release the agreed number of Palestinian prisoners in Israeli prisons. Israel has rejected all these terms and conditions. It has said that the proposal was far from its essential demands, but it would continue to talk with the other side. Remember, the world has consistently warned Israel against attacking Rafah, where more than 1.4 million people of Gaza have taken refuge. The world leaders have warned that it will become a grave if Israel launches any operation here. Even Israel's staunchest ally, America, has opposed the invasion of Rafah. Now, why is Netanyahu doing this? Experts say that attacking Rafah has heavy political repercussions for Netanyahu, both internally and externally. His government could be threatened with collapse if he doesn't go ahead with it. Some of his ultra-nationalist and conservative religious governing partners could pull out of the coalition if he signs a ceasefire deal. One of his coalition members has said that accepting a ceasefire deal and not carrying out a Rafah operation would amount to Israel giving victory to Hamas. And what about external or international isolation? Although countries like China, Turkey, Egypt, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, France and the UK have warned of catastrophic consequences, it's largely believed that international anger will be rhetorical. For example, America has consistently used tough and cautious language against attack on civilians in Gaza, but it also continues to provide weapons to Israel's military and diplomatic support. Remember, this also comes in the wake of reports that the International Criminal Court is preparing to issue arrest warrants against Netanyahu and Israel's military leadership.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV18 on all of our digital platforms.